Hey, what is going on, guys? It's Jose here, bringing you to a video, and today I'm going to be showing you a brand new GRAU class setup that I came up with. It's very good for those long range and medium range situations. It has a lot of recoil control, and not only that, but the way I set up the class, it's even good in close quarters combat situations when you're inside of a building and you don't want to get caught and picked by some random guy that's running up on you. Basically, the premise of the class is it's very quick, so you could run and gun with it very easily, but you could also get a lot of very high accuracy kills when it comes to long range and medium range. And in this game, that benefits you a ton because the way the maps are laid out, it's kind of always long range, if I'm being honest. The only time when you're very close range is when you're inside of a building. Maybe if you're pushing the objective, it just depends on your playstyle, I guess. For me, I like to run flanking plays. I don't play objective very much because I like to get those high kill games, and I like to get high kill streaks, try to get that nuke every once in a while. I actually choked a nuke in this gameplay, sadly. I think I had a 26 kill streak, if I'm not wrong. Some sniper in the back of the map kind of picked me off, and I didn't have my class anymore because at that point I was completely out of ammo. I should have ran that munitions box, but that's besides the point. Let's go back to the class. So for this class setup, I pretty much set it up so I could rush very, very easily and keep getting multiple kills over and over. You could definitely switch it up depending on your playstyle. Right now I have quick fix on this class, but you could definitely switch that out for EOD if that benefits you anymore. Obviously, it always depends on the game you're playing. If people are using a lot of explosives, I'm going to switch to EOD as well. Quick fix just happens to be very, very good right now, and when you're running and gunning and there's multiple people, you're going to get gunned down very, very fast if there's multiple people. If you get one kill, you could keep going and going and going and get your health back very fast, and you could stay alive, and you could get very easy multi-kills. But onto the other perks, I also have I have High Alert, because High Alert actually got buffed a couple patches ago. It now shows the exact direction that you're being spotted from, and it helps actually a ton, because if you're about to get sniped or if you're going to get picked off by somebody random you didn't even know, it helps a ton in that regard. That's pretty much all I got to say about that. You could definitely switch it out for restock, which I think I did run this game, but I also do really advise you guys to use High Alert, especially maybe in ground war or in bigger maps, because there's a lot of weird spots that you could get spotted from, and you might want to take cover if you're ever spotted with that perk on. And onto the third perk, I always use amped when I'm using the snake shot 357s. The snake shots take a lot longer than any other pistol in the game to switch, so amped actually does amplify that effect, and amped actually does help you switch that weapon a lot faster. So that's really good, and I would recommend it. It also helps you throw your C4s as well, or depending on what you're using, if you're using proximity mines, that also helps there as well. So onto the classes. So for the GRAU, I decided I wanted to prioritize my accuracy, help me out, because sometimes you kind of go up a little bit too much with that recoil, and it could kind of mess up a couple kills if you're in a bad situation. But the way I set up this class, it actually helps out a lot there. So in this class, I actually opted to not use the monolithic suppressor. A lot of people don't realize, but you don't always need to use a monolithic suppressor in every situation. It's a very good attachment, don't get me wrong. It amplifies your damage range, which I get, and it also keeps you off the compass. But if you're running and gunning with this class, you're probably not going to be in the same spot for a very long time, and also you're going to be beaming people. The more accurate you are with the gun beats damage. If you have higher damage but you're not hitting your shots, what's the point? If you're hitting every single shot, and if you're highly accurate, get some headshots in there, you're going to win the gunfight every single time. And that's what I decided to prioritize for this class setup. So that's why I opted for the compensator. It's a very good attachment. I feel like it's slept on very highly. I know it's used in pro play, but I feel like people don't use it enough in multiplayer. It helps out a ton, especially if you're a run and gun player. You're not going to be in the same spot, like I said, and you're going to be able to win a lot of gunfights because of it. And that's why I decided to pick the Commando foregrip as my underbarrel attachment. So this does lower your movement speed, but very slightly. It like barely doesn't even matter. And also I'm also running no stocks, and that ups your movement speed. So it's literally negligible. It doesn't matter. And the only thing about this, the reason I picked this over like Ranger foregrip or the Merc foregrip, it has the recoil stabilization. So my gun's not going to be bouncing all over the place whenever I shoot. And again, like I'm saying, the accuracy point of the gun I was trying to get to was this exact situation. So the Commando foregrip and the compensator are a very, very good combo. Would recommend it on a lot of guns, actually. Let's go ahead and go into the next attachment. I actually decided to opt for the 50 round mag. Very good gun. Depends on the situations, but if you're trying to get multi-kills, it's very beneficial to you to have more than 30 rounds in your gun. The gun does shoot very fast, so it ends up helping you in the long run. That's the only reason I pick it. You can maybe swap it out for a sight if you don't feel like you're going to be in those situations as much, but it's all up to preference at that point. Now on to the rear grip. So I decided to go for the XR Void. The XR Void, it's literally the stippled grip tape for every other gun. It's very good. It ups your gun readiness after sprinting, and that's very beneficial for a ton of reasons. Not only that, it ups your aim down sight speed. It does decrease a couple of accuracy things, but that doesn't matter because I put the compensator and the Commando foregrip, and it negates all of those bad effects. So it's very, very nice. It is very negligible at that. And on to the next attachment. So I decided to opt for the nose stock. The nose stock actually helps out a ton with the way that the game is played. It ups your movement speed. It lowers your aim down sight speed. It does a ton for you. It lowers your accuracy in a lot of spots, but the Commando foregrip and the compensator actually help a ton if you watch the gameplay. I'm very, very, very I'm correcting my aim, but not as much as you would think with this class setup. And it's very, very nice. So it's a very good attachment. Obviously, a lot of people use the nose stock. I'm sure you guys know the benefits. It's a very, very good weapon class setup. And that's about it for the GRAU class setup. But I'm gonna go ahead and go on to the dual 357s. So when you're making a snake shot class setup, it's usually going to be the same for every single one you're going to make. It's going to be the long barrel, the lightweight trigger, the 5 milliwatt laser, and the akimbo and snake shots. And that's going to be pretty much every single time. You could go for the single gun, but I prefer the akimbo because you're always going to get the one shot and maybe two shot depending on how long the range you're shooting them from. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the 357. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the class. You could pick and choose the perks and equipment that you want to use, but I feel like this is a very well balanced class. I'm going to show you two pictures of two different class setups that I have with it. It's pretty good. That's all I could say. I use it a ton. It's very fun to use. It's very good to get high kill games, and it's really good in a lot of situations. That's pretty much what I'm getting at. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for this video. I'm going to go ahead and play the rest of the gameplay. I'm not really sure how much I have left of it, but I hope this helped you guys out. This is just a little quick tips and tricks video I wanted to tell you guys, but yeah, that's about it. I'm going to be uploading more. I'm going to make an M4 class setup next. I'm also going to be uploading a Let's Play of my Halo Reach playthrough with some friends. So if you guys want to watch that, go ahead and subscribe. Watch those videos later on. It's going to be really cool. But thanks, guys, for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.
UAV is out of fuel. Returning to resupply.
Next hardpoint. Let's go. Hardpoint secured. Hardpoint contested. The enemy took the hardpoint. Enemy personal radar overhead. Hardpoint contested. Enemy counter UAV. Lost range airstrike. Get down. Hardpoint contested. Stand by to move. Next hardpoint. Let's go. We've got them. The lead is ours. Keep pushing. Hardpoint contested.
This is Falcon 3-0. Good copy. UAV beginning flyover.
Allied UAV overhead. Stand by to move. Hardpoint contested. Hardpoint lost.
UAV is out of fuel.
Next hardpoint. Let's go. Location secured. Objective complete. Very good.